AskReddit by ironically Swiss. Obama supporters in 2008 or 2012, how do you view him now over 10 years later? I miss politics without all this bullshit. Or, less bullshit at least. So much hate now, it's sick. It's actually absurd and not at all representative of the people, though that is applicable to literally every moment the Republic has existed. But like McCain defending Obama from his supporters during his campaign? So much respect for him. That would almost never happen now, and it's such a shame that civility has gone out the window. There have been many years in which I've benefited from the echo. So thanks, Obama. A very conservative friend of mine is alive after a bout with breast cancer because of it. I'm thankful for it even though it doesn't really benefit myself directly. Edit, a couple words. Wow, that was bad. I blame my phone. As a non-USA person, Australia, my view is he was a diplomat, a fine representative for your country, articulate, and a decent person. His track record of getting things through was a bit below par, though he didn't always have a supportive Congress. Overall, a good person and president. IMHO. I'm from the US and that is my view of him as well. Wish he was tougher on banks, but overall he was fine. The bank bailouts happened at the end of the Bush admin. Obama bailed out the auto manufacturers. As with any administration, I certainly had my disappointments. Drone warfare, Reid, arbitrary murder from the sky, failure to follow through with promised eradication of Patriot Act, etc. That said, Obama's administration was a period of stability, competence, responsiveness to the people, to an acceptable degree, at least, compared to LA President Cheney Vader. Oops, I meant George Dubaya, sorry. I think this applies both to Obama, both political parties in the US, and European leaders like Merkel. It only felt stable. The seeds for what unstable the world order were planted during that time. Look at the feeble attempt to reset and normalize relations with Russia. It got the US nothing in the end, and Europe hooked on Russian natural gas. Globalization and choosing to invest in China was still the default option for companies. We didn't realize how good we had it. The Republicans he ran against were upstanding citizens and respectful toward their opponents. Sure, there were negative ad campaigns, but they focused on policy, not on the person behind the policies. Of all the presidents since I was alive, I think I was born during the second Reagan term. He is the least evil. That is not a high bar, but he's still the best one I've seen. Yeah, so I woke up with 40 notifications. I'm just going to ignore this thread because I don't want to deal with it. Yes, I do stand by I said. Reagan was an ass, Bush SR was an ass, Clinton was a sex pest, Bush Jr. was a warmonger, Obama tried his best, Trump was a monster, and a sex pest, and a racist. Biden isn't done yet. I have no right to judge his presidency as a whole. I was born in 1955 and secured a well-paying union job. However, during and after the Reagan administration, my quality of life gradually declined. While Reagan might not have been as malevolent as Trump, his policies gradually eroded the quality of life for ordinary Americans. Was Obama the liberal dream? No. Would I have preferred Bernie in 2012? Yeah. Would I take nothing but Obama-class presidents for the rest of my life if it meant never seeing a Trump-class president again? Hell yeah. Did I just classify presidents as if they were naval craft? Also yes. I regret nothing. I miss the hell out of that man. A true class act. One of the greatest orators of our nation for sure. To go from the intelligent, well-educated, erudite, morally sound Obama presidency to the DJ Trump cluster FCK was painful. I cried during his farewell speech because I knew what we were headed toward. And to see how he's changed the state of politics today compared to what it was like in 2015 to 2016-ish, Back then what he said was abhorrent and shocking. Today it's just another headline. Day after day, week after week he says BS and it's barely even news anymore. That fake sip of Flint's lead tainted water. That was a super bad look. I rushed to the polls in 2008 at the ripe age of 21 to vote in my first presidential election. I voted Obama for change. While he did do several great things, there are some ugly events in his presidency. Such as he continued the Bush surveillance of ordinary citizens and called it the President's Surveillance Program. Then, he bombed 7 Muslim majority nations. https://www.cnn.com/2014/09/23/politics/countries-obama-bombed/index.html close bracket throughout his 8 years. He passed a Republican style healthcare system instead of single payer. Was he an awful president? No, but he wasn't this godsend people make him out to be, either. Also said at a Planned Parenthood convention that the first thing he would do as president was sign the Freedom of Choice Act, codifying Roe v. Wade. After 100 days Obama said that it was no longer a legislative priority. As with Clinton before him and Biden after, we are still waiting. Gitmo is still there, insurance companies won the ACA, plenty of bombs dropped on civilians. I think it's amazing what a cult of personality will allow a person to get away with. I wish he had put people in jail for the financial collapse that started under Bush II. Just show some accountability for rich people being bad. More damage was done to us from that than anything else in my lifetime. In the end those that did that to us now know they are untouchable and will do it again and again.